Introducing today's referees. First referee, David Dalton. Second referee, Declan Ryan. Starting six for UCD. Welcome on the court, Captain number 4, Emily Brazil. Number 1, Fiona Lamont. Number 5, Bryn Eastman. Number 8, Regina Halpin. Number 9,
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Volleyball Ireland Women's Association Cup Final for 2023-24 season. We're here live at the Spórt Ireland National Indoor Arena for this contest between UCD and Santry Calypso. I'm delighted to be joined here by Ireland's under-20 head coach Graham Bell. Graham, looking forward to today's encounter?
Really looking forward to it. My girls have been in the position to play Santry Calypso in a friendly this year. It pushes really hard. I know in the league, in the Premier League Women's, both UCD and Calypso have went head and head against each other. So I hope they put on a show for you guys at home and for us here in the arena.
So Graham, you watched both these teams compete in that game of the week a couple of months ago, 3-1 win for Santry Calypso. Are you expecting much of the same again today?
I do expect lightning to strike twice, but you know, there always is the curse of the commentator.
Well, there is. Well, Santry Calypso completed the perfect National League season, 14 wins from 14 games to claim Premier Division victory, while UCD finished strongly in 5th place, could easily have took the bronze medal with their end of season form, and they feature a couple of current Irish internationals in number 8 Regina Halpin and captain number 4 Emily Brazil, as well as ex-internationals, the middles Lauren Clark, number 9, and Fiona Lamont. I actually think in that game, Graham, we seen a couple of months ago here at this venue, between the two teams, it was very much UCD's middles, Lauren and Fiona, that kept them going in that game and gave them an opportunity to win.
Definitely, I can see that. I think UCD could be a bit stronger in the middle and Calypso a bit stronger on the pin. So,
absolutely. UCD get us underway from right to left, playing in the navy shirts. That's an early chance for Ilaria Piacenza, well blocked at the net from Clark, who has a chance now to hit.
There we go, in early.
And that opens the game. You know what, I had a bit of an epiphany last night. I was thinking UCD are going to start fast and start strong. I'm on the very excited, great preparation for this event. Their head coach Cluiche Ceannais actually playing our Legends match last night, which was very enjoyable. Well defended by Halpin, and then Coonahan. It's a free ball opportunity for Calypso now.
That was a nice dig by Regina, but a lot to ask off the libero to run 8.5 meters and get that.
Yeah, I think your point about Santry Calypso being strong hitters out wide with Piacenza and Julia Figiani, who was the MVP in last year's grand final. Number 11 for Calypso. Expect her to have a strong game, particularly on serve, as Ireland captain Brazil has her first hit of the game.
He's still alive, still going. Just a little net touch from number 11. Hips caught it on the way up. I wish my hips would catch it on the way up. I don't jump high enough.
Okay, so Santry Calypso setter Paulo Rosas, originally from Mexico, to serve. Targets Frizzell.
Great pass.
Rosas looking towards Frizzell again.
Oh, down the line. Libu Lucia Parado will be annoyed not to get that one, but you can't get them all.
A bit of enthusiasm there for Emily Frizzell, put a little bit too much on it. Couple of service errors from both teams, early nerves, Graham?
Yeah, you know, just getting used to playing in an arena as amazing as this, you know, it takes a while. The depth reception, the height, maybe even a little bit of nerves.
It's actually the first time we've had this brand new Terraflex floor used here in Ireland, and that's something that the players love playing on. It's great as well for spectators at home and here in the arena.
I think it's really fitting. You can play on your local park, or you can play in, you know, the national stadium, bells and whistles. A little bit of miscommunication between the setter and the middle, but they're still going. Nice angle.
Yeah, nice angle found there from Emily Frizzell, and Anna Churchman tried her best to keep it alive. So this Association Cup is Volleyball Ireland's showpiece event in the women's season.
Unlucky.
So Santry Calypso's second Mexican player, Verdiana Rosal, to serve now, number 99.
It was a nice attempt, but I think my initial feeling so far is it just feels a little more forced from UCD. Calypso seem to play with a little more fluidity, dynamic movements.
And do you think that's a confidence thing? 14 wins, 14 games coming into this?
It can be. I think a big part of teamwork is not just communicating, but everybody knowing what they should be doing, and that only comes through success.
It was interesting, we interviewed Santry Calypso head coach Julio Rico early in the week, and he focused a lot on how well gelled and connected the team is. So back-to-back league champions are Calypso.
Really nice connection, really nice.
Yeah, nice work there from middle, Carly Donaghy. Another Irish international on display here, number 7.
For those of you who aren't setters or middles, it's so hard to transition off the net. Take one step to jump. The setter can't even look and see where they are. It's going on blind faith. get a trick down to something like that.
Okay guys, apologies for I think we had some audio issues. I'm hoping that's a little bit better now. As UCD are looking to claw themselves back into this first set, currently trailing 19 points to 11.
Oh, we have a bit of a scramble. A chance to go again for Calypso. Oh, with a sneak play. So we talk about it, all sports, all levels. It's really important to feel good when you play. That's when you're most creative. In volleyball terms, now that 2011, I usually describe to a lot of people that volleyball is a game to 20 points and a race to 25 after that.
So each team gets 2 timeouts per set. UCD have used both those now, and Calypso still have 2 in the bank, which you would expect at 20 points to 11 up, right?
Yeah.
So as a coach, Graham, what's the rationale for using a timeout? When and why would you use one?
So a lot of it will be just to reset the players mentally, because it is hard losing multiple points in a row, to give them that line in the sand to reset, to go again. Sometimes it's to give tactical instructions, because it's the little things you see as the coach that you help them find how to win points, give them that instruction. In the game it can be a little chaotic.
Lovely, so apologies again for the technical issues with the sound here. I think we are now good as Briggs goes a little bit long. I think we're good anyway. Denise Talon is texting from Cape Town, saying that all is loud and clear, so thank you for that, Denise. Hope you're having a lovely time.
Sorry you couldn't be in this arena with us, but thanks for tuning in.
Seems like Calypso have targeted Frizzell a lot in this first set.
Yeah, I think there's actually good rationale for that. You know, she's probably their strongest pin hitter. If you take her out of the game, put her under a little bit of pressure, they can't run the middle. I think they've got their tactics spot on so far.
So UCD looking for a bit of a tactical change here. Number 10, Madalena D'Amor, coming on into the back row at the moment.
It's a little tight. Good. That's unlucky. Hard set from the libero. If you haven't noticed, there's 2 players on each side of the court with a different color top. These are defensive specialists, and if they come into this front 3-meter zone, they are not allowed to set the ball with their hands. They must use their arms, which is technically a little bit more difficult to do.
So So you can see on the court, it's kind of a two-tone orange. We call coral and terracotta according to the stickers on the side of the mats that arrived. So the 3 meter, basically 3 meters from the net, you see the line there, the darker orange. Then you got another 6 meters to the baseline.
Unlucky, just over-rotate a little bit. Really hard taking that ball over the shoulder. But it is something that Juliana does quite well. It's just using that wrist to roll the ball.
Well, we've seen a cheeky play from Paula Rosas from Calypso, and now Regina Halpin's got one back there to make it 1-1 in the setters battle.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Exquisite placing there from Halpin. As Isaac serves again. Piacenza down on knees defending that and giving Rosal another opportunity to attack, who's impressed so far in this first set.
There we go. Wow. Wow. Really hard angle when you're coming inside. You shorten the actual trajectory that you can hit on, but delivered it well. You can just feel a little bit extra energy coming from UCD now. Hopefully they can carry this on into the second set. So we come to the first set point of this match. Again, going short.
And Fajani goes hard, clips the top of the net, and that gives Santry Calypso the first set, 25 points to 14 in the opening set here of this Volleyball Island Association Cup final at the stunning Spórt Island National Indoor Arena. Graham,
you see Juliana smiling from that one. Those ones only go over whenever you're winning. If you're losing, it never goes over.
So what are your early thoughts? One set down.
Yeah, I think UCD came back towards the end. Obviously, maybe they seen that the set scores were quite far away. Maybe the realization they're not going to win, so they pushed a little more to build a bit of positive energy to come into this next set. I think a lot of it has been they just haven't been able to put enough attack power on the ball to make Calypso have to really dig in. Although I will say that UCD have defended the diagonal attacks from Calypso incredibly well. The libero number 17 digging a lot of them. But as a general said, defense doesn't really count for anything if you don't win the point afterwards.
The harsh reality of volleyball.
Yeah.
I think plenty of positive to take for UCD there towards the end of that first set. Maybe gained a bit of momentum to get a strong start in the second.
I think if I can give kudos to Coach Julio Rico, I think his tactics to serve short on the UCD number 4 has made their life hard. It's taken one of their stronger attacking options out. Once you have a team struggling to find one of their stronger options, it makes life a lot easier. Let's see if UCD can find a way to target something on the Calypso side.
Well, that's the problem with targeting on the Calypso side, is that if you go off a Churchman, then you've got Piacenza.
Yeah.
If you go after Piacenza, you've got Anario. It's a very, very strong team. Then also as well now Rosso as well as
and you said
excelled in the first set. And then I haven't even mentioned Julia Fajani.
As you said, I've usually coached mostly men's teams, and I always explain it in football terms for them. If your striker's not scoring 30 goals a season, your midfield needs to chip in. Just can't rely on one person. As I said, that's such a battle for, again, those of you who aren't avid volleyball fans. The setters on both sides, you have to imagine they're trying to get that killer pass through every single time.
Sorry, I'm just admiring our LED banners here in the background, Graham.
They are beautiful.
It's a moment you'll see advertising the European Volleyball Under-20 Championships that will be held here in this arena the first 2 weeks in August. We have 7 of Europe's best teams coming here. The likes of Poland, Italy, Serbia, Ukraine, Finland, Portugal, and the Czech Republic, taking on our own Team Ireland from August the 5th to the 13th. The first time we've held an event of that magnitude here in Ireland. As head coach, feeling the pressure?
No, not pressure, feeling privileged. I think I've spoken to the girls about it. Gratitude is an important part, and we are doing things now here at Volleyball Ireland that has never been seen or done before. We keep pushing the standard up, we keep pushing the atmosphere up. Hopefully you can join us in the arena in August, help us increase that atmosphere even more. But we're really, really excited to see ourselves on the European stage.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great opportunity for a lot of the Irish volleyball community that are from countries like Poland and Italy and Ukraine to come and see their national team.
And I'm
Which
sure
doesn't get to happen very often in this country.
I'm sure most of the other teams are actually thrilled to be coming to Ireland.
And why wouldn't you? As UCD run the slide for the first time there, to good effect. Lauren Clark hitting well. Again, looking back to that game, I think it was mid-February, early March between these two teams, when UCD were doing well, they were scoring good from that slide.
No, I really would love to see that. Part of it is run something enough that you make Calypso change. And I think if they can really run that middle, get some points, and then take a bit of a control in the game. Dominant on the net there. Not even just the height and power, but the reading to actually dive to the right-hand side and take that angle away, to adjust in the air.
Set a little bit of tight there for Pia Chandra. I think she clipped the net there with the right shoulder.
Just goes outside the antenna, which are these red and white sticks that the ball has to travel through. But that's a good initial phase out of the blocks, 3-1. Now it's just about staying calm, control the pass, and try to go forward.
A good example there of the options that Calypso have. Middle, Lauren Clark, not sure, does she track Honario, does she keep her eye on Ceannais? Very, very difficult, and at the end, UCD being a little bit isolated out wide.
It's a thankless job being a middle blocker. You have to guess, and if you guess right, you're a hero. If you guess wrong, you're a villain. Almost recovered by Regina, setter number 8. But you can just see the energy started really well from UCD these first 3 points, and now you felt their foot come off the gas for 1 point, and Calypso just came straight back at them.
Bit of miscommunication there as UCD's second libero comes onto the court.
So within such a confined space, understanding your roles and responsibilities is paramount. And it might be hard to see from the camera, but that ball really swerved. It's almost like we call this a float serve in volleyball. It's kind of like a knuckleball in football where the pressure will just change around inside it. It'll start to move from the left to the right. It makes it really, really hard to get in under it. Now is there a chance to go and attack? Great set. Really good aggressive swing.
So each team gets 6 substitutions, Graham, right?
Yes, correct.
6 substitutions per set. As mentioned earlier, the libero, who's wearing a slightly different colour jersey, they can come on and off court as often as they like.
Kind of often think of a libero like a goalkeeper. So there is, for me, the first stamp in the game of 8-4, so they've reached 8 first. I think UCD just have to kind of ask themselves the question, what energy are we bringing to the game right now? Because if you want to change it, don't wait till later in the set. Good aggressive swing, and they get a chance to recycle and go again.
Great defense, great
and
save
again.
Rosal. Great scramble defense, but the ball just dropping this side of the line. So we make it a 3-point game now. Santry Calypso leading in points to 5.
Big smile on her face, almost an absolute hero if that drops on the line.
So typically you'll see the libero coming on and off court for one of the middle players, Graham, right?
Yeah. So this is, I wouldn't say a new rule, came in 10-15 years ago. As players became bigger, stronger, even faster, there is a big defense element of the game. So the FIVB, in their wisdom, decided we want to make a defensive specialist that can make a lot more digs that comes off these fast attacks. And when you are 6'5" plus in the men's game or 6 foot plus in the women's game, it can be difficult to get down under the ball when it comes at that sort of speed. I call it the messy row.
And why doesn't everyone want to be a middle, right? You play a couple of points, you go for a sit down, you have a rest, you come back on. Is that not the dream role, no?
It normally would be, you know, in terms of energy output, you know, it's a quick 3 rotations where you work hard and you get a little break after that. But everybody wants to play, everybody wants the ball, and unfortunately in the middle, they always complain that they never get enough of the ball.
We're talking about energy, we've got some great energy here from Madalena Demar there with the ace. But Kylie Donnelly, he comes back strong, number 7 for Calypso, and just pops the pin in that little balloon of energy that UCD have been building.
And again, you're right, it's a great push by UCD's number 10, because when the team just isn't pushing, someone has to step up and start the energy that people can latch onto that. There's another one. Can that be the start? Can it a snowball of momentum?
Yeah, middle Fiona Lamont killing a nice tidy set there from Regina Halpin.
So it is advantageous to try to run the ball through the middle of the court, because it's very rare that you'll ever have 2 people blocking against you.
tries to go to the line, just misses, but the referee sees a little net touch in there. So volleyball is classified as a non-contact sport, so you have to stay away from the opposition players and the net, although it can still feel quite competitive when people are hitting the ball hard at you.
So Lamont's back on to serve now for UCD. As mentioned, I think probably around a dozen caps for Ireland. Also played on the beach in last year's Small Countries Association Championships in Scotland. 4th place finish with her partner, Laura McNichols.
It's a hard ball to pluck out of the sky. Oh no! Double net roller. So both setters in the back row now, meaning they have 3 attacking players on the net. It creates a bit of a spread and a split, and a slight tactical advantage for teams to have.
Great serve from Regina Halpin setting up this attack. That was a definite net touch. Diamore. I don't think there's any complaints about that one, Graham.
I'd probably protest my innocence anyway.
I think Declan Ryan's about to reel her in. Well blocked there again from Rosal. And a hit to finish it from the number 99.
With the left hand.
As UCD head coach Trish Summers calls her first time out of this second set. It's Santry Calypso leading by 3 points, 14-11.
Obviously winning's fun, but you can see a lot more smiles on the Calypso side than the UCD side.
Yeah, very relaxed.
Although I'm pretty sure every person sitting in the stands here were wishing they were down on this court. It's almost impossible for volleyball people not to speak about volleyball, talk about or think about volleyball and want to play. Wow, great swing from off the net.
Yeah, a message from one well-known head coach of a Premier Division team who might be in the cup final tomorrow, saying that she thinks she's going to pack in the coaching and start playing again after seeing the setup here, which you can kind of understand. What's the main difference, Grim, when you're playing on a surface on a volleyball-specific floor like this?
I think it's the occasion. It really is. You know, it's whether you come home and you put on, you know, a nice shirt and jacket to go out to dinner. You just feel nice, and it's the same here. It's the football finals being held at Croke Park or in Wembley. Is an atmosphere to it, and obviously aesthetically it is beautiful. Having just volleyball lines, having it clearly marked out, feeling all this space to be able to chase down balls. It's special.
And is it softer? You know, when you land, because you're playing in a sports hall or a university, you know, you land on the wood sprung.
Yeah.
Now we have this. Is there much of a cushion?
So it does help grip to jump, to move, to react. In terms of sliding, yeah, I actually prefer to slide on this. Sometimes you'll get decals and lines at different times that kind of grip on your top. So it took plenty of back-breaking work for us, but we are very, very happy to put it in when we see people turn up to watch and teams playing like this.
Yeah, it's amazing seeing the under-16 girls teams come in this morning to play in the second game, and the faces and their eyes just lighting up like, wow, this is incredible. And the names on the screens as well. We had to delay the under-16 girls game by 5 minutes because of the amount of selfies that were being taken. And
I didn't notice that.
There was a slight delay to the warm-up. Santry Calypso now getting into their stride. Just put the foot down, gone up a gear the last couple of points.
So with that, you know, with the difference of the score, the difference of the level of play, if you're not a massive volleyball fan, I try to explain to people serving is like how you press a team, how you put them under pressure. How you pass and set is how you control it, how you have possession of the ball. And I think, unfortunately for UCD, Calypso are just outdoing them in both departments.
Yeah, very well-rounded team, strong in all areas. I mean, I'm looking now down to the bench, and you've got Donahue and Chutchman not even on the call at the moment. Two contenders potentially for All-Stars.
Yeah. And you see this from Julia. She's went with a lot of power all day and then just tries to keep the defenders on their toes with that cheeky little tip.
Pia Chen's a spot in the open gap in the middle of the court there, and very clinical, finding the floor. That's Santry's number 99.
Loving the pink shoes.
Extremely well coordinated with the overall Calypso attire, very on brand.
Now, obviously, Calypso have 5 points to go, UCD 11. So if they want to come back in this, they have to win at least 2-1. There's one back. It's not impossible, but it's a hard task.
Short serve from Clark. Good save from Halpin. Frizzell keeps it alive. It's a free ball chance now for Calypso. And where's Rosa's going to go down? She goes out wide for Fajani. Chance for Frizzell down the middle. Finds the floor again. Good scramble defence from UCD.
Yep.
Good finish.
You probably couldn't hear it on the live stream, but the number 9 had called out Emily, number 4, that she's getting the ball, make her ready for it, that she knew, and then she dispatched. There's a block touch, but we're still going. Great up. You gotta go. You gotta go. There it is. And momentum is a very fickle thing in volleyball. All it takes is 2 or 3 points in a row to really cause a swing.
And would you use a timeout then to try and, you know, pop up momentum?
I can't give away all my secrets in dark arts, but I have a bit of a rule that I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose more than 4 points in a row. If I have to take a timeout, if I have to make a sub, if I have to cause a tantrum and the referee cards me, anything I have to do to get that little break.
So if UCD win this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Julio Rico calls his first time out, although when I look down there, he looks pretty relaxed at the moment. Unflustered, cool, calm and collected. We have a I took my eye off like when we have a rotation issue.
We do. I just said, with momentum comes pressure on the opposition. With pressure comes a little bit of stress and panic.
First referee Dave Dalton showing a yellow card there to Calypso. I think number 9.
Yeah, I think so.
Honario's a little bit too
Just
close
wasn't
to
happy about
Dave
that.
Dalton's earshot.
Yeah.
If she was on the other side of the court, she may have got away with it.
As a yellow card in itself isn't a loss of point, it's just a warning. Dave just putting his authority on the game. Hard for the server to compose themselves after that long break, but
So Julio Rico effectively got his time out there by that yellow card, right?
You know,
and he still has 2 in his pocket.
I did just say about the dark arts. Oh, what a serve. That is the response to that yellow card.
Yeah, and Honario really looks pumped up now.
Yeah.
Multiple All-Star winners, one of the standout opposites
If Luke
in
could
the
kill
division.
Great dig.
Yeah, great defense by Lucia Babato.
Just caught them off timing with that second touch. Hard to react. And we got a sub coming in.
Substitution for UCD, going on for number 5 is number 18, Caroline Briggs.
That's Briggs coming on now into the back row for UCD. Ronario go after her, try and catch her cold early. No. She goes to the middle, Deerhan defends well.
Great swing.
And that gives Santry Calypso a set point here in the second to open up a 2-0 lead.
I think you really see the big difference between the two teams is the Calypso setter sets most of the balls in front of this white 3-meter line, and UCD unfortunately are setting a lot of the ball from behind. As the attacker, makes it really hard when the ball's coming from behind you to get any sort of real power on it. Passing's not everything, but it helps.
Is that because the quality of the pass or the quality of the attack coming over the net, making it harder for them to defend and get themselves in a good position?
Unfortunately, it's both, but it does start with the pass. I have to say, I think it's been very, very rare in this game that Santry Calypso have not been able to set the ball from the front row.
So Calypso take the second by 5 points, 25 points to 20. And for Gianni there, mixing things up with a little tip to complement her normal power game, keeping the UCD defenders happy as they do the lap of the court, get the crowd going. Calypso looking good at this moment here. This Volleyball Ireland Association Cup Women's Final for 2023-24. And I think we have a little bit of set break entertainment with our entertainment manager, Conor Flood. He has a golf club in his hand, which I'm mildly nervous about. And he has Ballymun Patriots. Dogs coach Gianni Massa.
I wonder if Johnny can channel his inner Rory McIlroy.
Oh, more of a Francesco Molinari, I think. Oh, well, there's no cheating here. Come on, he gets it through the hole there. He wins a ticket for the European Championship finals here in August.
And there can't be any argument about the curve on the green because this floor is flat.
Well, I was going to say, I'd be interested in the stimp meter readings, but I think the curvature, yeah, there's no excuse. Marcin Celerek here, the Lingus hitter, and husband of Santry Calypso, setter Paulo Rosas. Has an interesting putting style and technique and stance, but he wasn't too far away. His second attempt, can he win a ticket for the European Championships? It's looking good, it's looking good, it's looking good.
No. I think it's maybe as being tall for volleyball really helps, but I think the putter's a little short for him.
Okay, we've got a special guest now coming onto court. Here is the official Volleyball Island mascot, Buzz, helping all our spectators here feel the buzz of volleyball in the Spórt Island National Indoor Arena.
And of course, everybody loves a free t-shirt. It's probably the main reason I got into coaching, was getting a bit of free swag back in the day.
Tell you what, he's got a good throw on him, I have to say.
All right, who wants a t-shirt? Who wants a t-shirt? Let's see, looking. Let's go. Where is he going? Left, right. He's going this way. 2 more. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Oh, interesting technique there from the crowd.
I tell you what, I might have to invite Buzz to one of my next trainings to work on that arm swing.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a bit of pace there. Where are we going, Buzz? Come on, Buzz.
Going long.
Oh, great grab in the air. I hope Buzz is going to stay around for this third set.
Yeah.
So both teams back on court now. Santry Calypso leading 2 sets to 0. 25-14, 25-20.
It is one of those age-old, maybe even a Michael Owen style of commentary to say winning the third set is the most important one, not just because you win 3-0, but if UCD can win this third set, it does change the momentum of the game. It gives them something. They steamroll that into the fourth, and then the fifth is always a bit of a toss-up and a nail-biter. So generally I say the third set is the most important.
Well, when you're coming out 2 sets to 0 down, you kind of have to throw everything at it, right?
Go hard or go home early.
And maybe that'll bring a little bit of energy here or something different.
Oh, it's a good start. As we see, setting out of system, their chance to run something.
And the sliding
combination.
Game. Well defended.
And now you just see Calypso scrambling. They go again. Great fight. But UCD still just taking that ball off the net, allowing Calypso a bit of time and space.
Yeah, excellent defending there by Calypso Libero, Lucia Babata, and by Deirdre Dickel, number 6 there in the back row, who's just come on to court for her first taste of Association Cup final.
Now I'm excited if UCD can keep this energy for this set. Good with a little dink. It's enough to take the point.
So this is our 6th game of the Cup Finals weekend. Yesterday we had the under-18 schools, boys and girls. The boys match being won by Patrician High School of Carrickmacross, 3-1 against Sutton Park of Dublin, and the girls won by Colchester from Ennis, overcoming new finalists in the Senior Schools Cup, Ardee of County Louth. And then this morning we had Phoenix of Killarney winning the Development League men's division. And after that, Cork Volleyball Academy winning the under-16 girls. And also as well, not forgetting last night, Graham, we had the all-important Legends match where we brought back Irish players of years gone by for, I was going to say friendly, it wasn't very friendly when he's in the handshakes at the start. Match of the likes of Glenn Malone and Jason Keane and Claudia Nicana, Mark Heffernan, Jeff and Jenny King. Of course, a really nice evening to see the gang back together.
I don't mean to speak badly, but the level really impressed me. I actually thought both senior national team coaches are going to have to consider if they have to recruit with a little bit of a wider talent pool. This is a classic style from the number 9. She likes to approach into the diagonal, open the body towards the line, just got too thin a contact on the side of the hand.
Oh, nice set there from the middle. Rossall was really impressed, I think, in the first 2 sets of this game. Wouldn't necessarily been one of the players that you would have picked at the start as a potential MVP award winner, but absolutely she's been on fire the first 2 sets here as Calypso edge into the lead.
From what I've seen, we've played one friendly against her with the under-20 girls, and I've seen a match of the day. I think she's slightly underrated just because she's underutilized. The ball is spread so well, as you said. Santry Calypso have a lot of options, and I think in any other team should be a standout performer. So definitely a tighter affair in this 3rd set. Score is 4-4. It's just which team gets the momentum first.
Nice serve there from Briggs.
You can see they enjoy it though.
And again, going after Piacenza. Gives Anna Chuchman a chance to attack, but well defended by Jalen Coonahan. And again, nice pass into Halpin. Gives Fagel a chance. The rally continues.
Unlucky. So you can see there in that rally, I was speaking about it earlier, about from where the setter's setting the ball. UCD with number 8, Regina, was inside the 3-meter line every time. Calypso every time out in the back row. You just feel the energy is a little more tight when you set from here, but the attacker pulled off something maybe that she wasn't expected to win. That was a great set. You just turn your head off and you swing at that one.
Yeah, nice swing from Izic, but Santry
great
defense
red from Lucia.
Slowed it down.
What a great cover. Doesn't have options. Really good fight. This is something that I don't think there's many teams in the league that run this slide ball apart from UCD. Obviously, Regina runs it a lot with the national team. That gives her an advantage. It is really hard for teams because you imagine that middle blocker's coming to run in the middle of the net, takes this kind of decoy around the back. The whole defense structure has to adapt very quickly to it. Great block. Great swing from Frazzle. That is one thing I've noticed about the Calypso team in this game, is they really do seem to have the ability to hit it hard or just drop it in that space between the front and the back row.
So if you're watching online and you fancy watching live, we have cup final action on tomorrow here at the Sport Island Indoor Arena in Blanchardstown with the Women's Development League final getting things underway. Impact Macroom taking on Galway. Then we have the under-16 boys Cork Volleyball Academy against Dorky Devils, which is a repeat of the girls' final actually today. And after that we'll have the men's shield, DVC Abu against Tala Rockets, before the last game of the weekend, the Men's Association Cup final. Dorky Devils against Aer Lingus, second versus third in the Premier Division. Promises to be a bit of a thriller, Graham, I think.
For me, it's easy. More volleyball, more fun.
So if you fancy coming along, pop on volleyballisland.com, find your tickets. €10 for adults for the full day, just a £5 for kids. And we guarantee entertainment or your money back, as Lauren Clark blocks but Darren Dickel defends, giving Claudia Honori a chance to go down the line. UCD keeping it alive. Regina helping with a swing. A rare swing for the setter, Regina. It looked like she enjoyed it.
And we have the senior national coaching staff up on the balcony here with us. I hope Regina's looking at them going, look coach, I can hit.
Nice hit from Briggs. And UCD opening up a 4-point lead here in the third set.
I think volleyball is a game of control until someone starts hitting the ball hard. So you try not to dwell on that. You're still 3 points up. You're still ahead. Get your foot back on the gas. Try to pull away from them. I think it was before my time, but I think you used to be allowed a second serve in volleyball. Maybe it was only if it hit the net.
And back in the day, you only won a point on your own serve as well, right?
Yeah.
How long did the games last?
Hours. Hours. To be fair, even volleyball nowadays, it can still last a long time. So obviously we go to 25 points in normal sets. If it goes 24-24, which we did have earlier in the under-16 girls game, you go overtime, that you must win by 2 clear points. I have had the experience of losing at 53-51.
I thought I was going to go along, but Isaac keeps it in play.
And this UCD team have been really strong at digging everything coming diagonal. Calm moment. Back to Regina. Second swing.
Not bad, but well defended by Dylan Dickel. Bit tight for the net, but Clark does well, and well blocked by Rosal.
So this is where volleyball gets really tense. Every player on the court will be feeling it in their stomach, not wanting to make the mistake, wanting to make the point. Who's it going to be?
And it's Rosal, another surprise. Number 99 for Santry Calypso, ending that mega rally for Calypso and tightening this game now, just a 1-point margin. Good sport, Graham.
hate to say it, but it is one of those, after those really big long rallies, it's the worst thing is to go and have to serve next. Compose yourself, get your breath back. If I had to compare it to something, I would say it's like a second serve in tennis. Don't go for it. Just, find that tactical shot.
Halpin goes straight. It's a great serve.
Oh, wow.
Calypso somehow keep it alive.
Oh, so close. So this has been wonderful defense from UCD to give them a foothold into the game. Obviously, in every sport, it's very similar. The best defense is a good offense. More and more people starting to come in. They'll be hoping for a fourth set. Wasn't up to Dave Dalton's standards. Decided to call an unclean set on the set of Regina Halpin.
So the setter can only touch the ball for a split second, right? And sometimes when the ball's spinning or it's close to the net, the touch is one finger, then maybe the other.
It's a very subjective call. Obviously, there's in the USA from the collegiate sports, they've decided to get rid of the rule. Let's see how that goes, if the FIVB takes up after it or not.
And the idea is just more rallies, kind of give the players a bit of a break when they're really stretching for the ball, keep the entertainment going.
We've seen a great rescue from the number 99 from Calypso, just contorting the body in the air. Sometimes I say it's not a technical error, it's a decision error, and she made a great decision to do that. Unfortunately, the number 18 from UCD couldn't replicate the same sort of thing. Wonderful set. So hard to find as you're coming forward. You don't know exactly where that middle blocker is. Again, just eating up that cross-court dig. Come the I have to say, I've been really impressed by UCD's libero.
Darren Coonahan. Yeah, Darren's very experienced player for UCD and great leader as well.
Net infringement. Was a close call, but the referee's right there to see it.
Could Darren Dickel's foot maybe crept over the line, perhaps? Maybe a slight net touch off the shoulder. We don't have the challenge system yet, unfortunately. Maybe that's an innovation for next year, if we can bring in the Hawkeye.
I'd prefer Hawkeye than VAR any day. coming up to this. We're in the second milestone. UCD reached 16 points first. Let's see who can get that little push to 20.
Yeah, it's a critical part of the match now. I think it's in the second set. Calypso just put the foot on the gas a little bit. Can they do the same again? Or can UCD keep their necks in front and pull themselves back into this cup final?
Wonderful block. We recycle, we reset, they push, and there we go. You can really see UCD really starting to breathe into it. They're starting to run some combinations or some overlaps, pulling up a great one-on-one block on this near side. Now you just have to keep that energy building, growing, flowing. Oh, that's unlucky. Really hard to do one-handed when the ball's that tight to the net. The important thing is just stay calm, pass set and hit the next ball. If only volleyball was that easy.
Not a big hit for me, is it? UCD have a free ball opportunity.
A little bit of a scramble play.
Lovely pass from Emily Frizzell. I think Fiona Lamont just timed to jump wrong there, but very innovative and creative. And at the end of the day, UCD won the point, and now
We call that getting the ball in the post box. That, for me, is the perfect serve. Net roller point.
I was going to say, in tennis, you would see Federer just sticking the hand up there to apologise, right? In volleyball, there's a kind of a bit of a celebration.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Personally, as coaches, we love to play this little game. It's our equivalent of crossbar challenge. And again, eating up those digs.
Yeah, great hit there from Churchman. We haven't seen a lot of her, actually, yet in this match.
It's a little bit slow out of the hand. So again, this is what you were alluding to earlier, Gary. As a setter, the definition to the game is the ball must be rebounded off the body. If you hold it and throw it, it is a fault. It's one of the reasons it makes the game so hard, but fun.
So UCD first to 20, Graham.
Yeah. First to 20, love it. Now again, you think it's easy to say Santry Calypso you have to push, but you know, you make one or two errors, you bring in UCD closer and closer to that 25-point mark.
We just have our two international referees next to us here on the balcony, Giordano dos Santos.
Oh, anything you can do, I can do better.
And our beach referee, Aurelian Jimenez, both back from a fact-finding mission in Dubai over the last week.
They can report back that it was sunny. Judging by the tan anyway.
So both our international referees qualified in the last couple of years. Giordano been to a few European Championships events now and Champions Leagues, whereas Aurelian has been on the FIVB World Tour and Age Group Euro Beach Volley Championships.
Hard life.
Well, look, it's a great pathway. Like a player, you know, you can get to the very top of the game, and you can if you're a referee as well, you know. There's opportunities and support there for anyone who's interested in picking up the whistle to do so. And look, if you're going to grow a sport and you're going to grow a game, you can't do that without referees. It's absolutely integral. So look, if you're watching at home and you want to be involved, or you want to keep involved, then we have referee courses coming up. Have a look on volleyballireland.com and give it some serious thought. Very rewarding job.
So deep breath for Calypso after that. Sometimes it happens. You just got to let it go. Go win the next point.
Strong serve from Halpin.
It's so one of those ones, yes, you're only allowed to touch the ball once. It does happen from time to time with this quick ricochet off the body. It is okay. It's kind of, you know, the equivalent of a ball to hand instead of a handball.
I have to say, Halpin's serving's really impressed in this game so far.
Oh, this
Strong
one's even
direct,
better.
Bit of float. Great hit from Claudia Onario.
First ball, she's went hard cross. Most of the time today, she's turned, she's tried to put it down the line. Could be a correction, potentially from the coach or from herself. UCD Libero number 17 has been picking those up, so they told her, don't go that way. As I said, these points were coming off for Calypso earlier in the game. You know, when you're in front, when you're that little bit more loose, when you have that positive energy, these balls just find a way to go over.
So set point for UCD. Oh, that's some hit from Rosal. Big, powerful hit from the middle.
I have to say, I think she's probably one of the most dynamic players I have seen in Ireland so far. She has this vert, she has this fast arm. She's able to hang in the air, contort, and just put it where she wants. Bit of contortion from Libero Lucia as well.
Oh,
they run that so well.
Slide there from UCD. Regina Halpin and Lauren Clark. Love the look of that. And UCD take this third set, 25-21. And we have a game on here in this Women's Association Cup final.
As I said, the late arrivals will be really happy that there's at least one more set. So there was definitely a change of energy from UCD in that set. I'm sure if they didn't know it themselves, it was told to them by Coach Patricia Summers. From this set with Calypso coach Julio Rico, it's everything is normal. Keep calm, girls. Go out, do the same.
Santry Calypso getting the dancing going here, a bit of energy maybe. They look pretty relaxed considering they just lost that third set.
Yeah. Maybe it's just that Latin blood. Or maybe it's just that our DJ pair over on the other side are doing a fantastic job of getting not just the crowd but the players pumped as well. Next thing you'll start to see a little bit of grooving from the referee on the stand.
Well, we've seen a little bit of that last night, and I'm surprised we've seen a little bit today as well. Maybe not in the Association Cup final.
So we have also today, I've been a busy man. We have behind the court here a bunch of volunteers learning how to do statistical analysis of the game. This can be fed back to players on the benches, on what their performances are. We look at passing gradings, we look at attack efficiencies, how the players are playing, and we report this back to them. It's really interesting to see all the twists and turns that happen within a game and to try and break it down. If you get really good at it, it's like having a little bit of a sat-nav for a game.
And the information it gives you with a high level, well, even not even at high level, it's vital, right?
Vital. As you said, there's little things. There's little things that we look at as coaches. You gather information as the game goes along. As coaches, we have our own instinctive feelings, but it's nice to have those numbers there in front of you to confirm.
But does it confirm? Does it sometimes question as well?
Oh, don't get me started. Yes, it does, actually. You think one thing, your assistant says something else, and you get the stats saying a completely different thing as well.
Great hit there from Briggs. UCD setter Regina Halpin, originally from Loughrea in Galway. Serving here, good block again from Clark.
Yeah, that one I agree with. It was just that little one, as you lean back, just rolling off the thumbs. I'm sure the hitter wouldn't complain about the precision of the set, just wasn't clean enough. Great serve, great serve.
Yeah, fierce again from Halpin. And speaking of fierce, Verdana Rossal.
If I'm honest, I'm not sure how Regina did it, but I actually think it floated upwards a little bit.
So not only is Regina a national team player, referee, and key part of this UCD team, she's also, let's be honest, probably our #1 commentator.
Yes, she is.
She'll be, obviously can't be with you this afternoon, is otherwise engaged, but will be on the comms tomorrow for the men's cup final between Aer Lingus and Dalkey Devils. And I'm sure the viewer experience will be a little bit more enhanced. As she finds Emily Clark with the tip, Lucia Bavaro keeps it alive. And Piacenza off the block from Lauren Clark. And UCD starting bright in this 4th set. Of course, they need to get to 25 first to keep this cup final alive. Long from Fajani. Just under the ball a little bit.
Yeah. But I think trying to make an impact, that's probably the ball she's hit the hardest all game. I try to teach that to my girls. I call it rolling it into the donut.
So that cool, calm, relaxed Santry Calypso game faces a few signs of panic, concern just creeping in there.
Starting to change.
Great save from Kernahan.
Wow. Did all the hard work. Didn't get the reward. I personally feel volleyball's one of those sports where, you know, there has to be a .1, you know, every 20, 30 seconds. You're either a hero
Great decision from
you've made a mistake or
ducking into that, sorry, Graham, cutting across you. As you continue, sorry,
yes,
apologies.
And you just find in other sports, you know, in rugby and in football, you can go for 20 minutes and nothing interesting happens. In volleyball, every 30 seconds, something happens. Like dodging, and even that ball to go at.
Even that was exciting, will it? Won't it drop? Great decision from Frizzell. well blocked from Briggs. That middle attack working well again for UCD.
And as I said, UCD have found a way to just put that little bit of extra pressure on Calypso. You see their movements becoming a little bit faster, more chaotic. And they keep the pressure up with this serve. Perfect pass from the libero.
Don't get there.
We're still good, we're still good.
So Graham, talk us through that, right?
Yep.
The player from UCD clearly on the opposite side of the Santry Calypso court, but that's not against the rules, right?
So as long as the feet stay on the line, or the shadow of the foot, if you're on your toe, stays over the line, we're all good. The body and the hands can be on the other side, providing you don't make contact or impede the opposition player.
Nice hit from Easy. UCD out of the blocks very well in this fourth set. Five-point lead opened up.
First milestone.
Let's talk about your milestones. What, you break the set down into thirds?
Yep. Well, it's generally, if you're a coach and you're listening as well, it's one thing I really like to talk to my teams about is breaking it down 8, 16, 20 and finish to 25. Because if you realize as Calypso are now, down 8 till 4, change now, push now. If you make errors and you're 16-10 down, well, you know, at least you tried to change something. We get through this flow of the game, you get to 18 points and you're like, hey, we're down by 5 points, now we push. If you make this error, it's still only 1 point, but it hurts more towards the end of the set than it does at the start. Great call by the lines judge.
Yeah, excellent from
out by a
Kevin
hair.
Donnelly there. Yeah, I think we probably have the best view in the house. And that ball just crept over the line. Lovely work from Fiona Lamont.
So it's interesting, Gary, that UCD are pretty much pulling out the tactics that you would have liked from them at the start of the game. I mean, we have the Jose Mourinho of tactics right here with us.
Well, I do have a foundation level coaching qualification, thank you very much. And I was spent in the kitchen with a balloon and a 3-year-old, you know.
Actually, that's one thing we haven't spoken about yet. Obviously, we're going to have another packed summer of coach education. I don't think I'm going to have a free weekend at all this summer. But if you're interested in getting on our foundation and level 1 course, I would be very happy to teach you everything I know.
And that can be done in a 3-hour coaching course, Graham, the foundation. Yeah. Nice work from Calypso, Carly Donaghy there.
Yeah, I suppose I can explain the gist of 15 years in a couple of hours. Watch out for the stats, people.
Watch out for the branding. She's okay. So in volleyball you can jump over. So we have some banners here, some courts around, but there's no real limitation on the court. You can jump over the side and keep the ball alive, right?
I would say that is the absolute highlight, the dream for many players, to have this barrier hop, come back in, win the point.
That was double touch. I thought it was a foot over the line call. Carly Downey to serve now, number 7 for Calypso. Gives Briggs a chance to hit. Big, strong swing. Frizzell, innovative. Dave Dalton calling a double touch against Paolo Rosas. And UCD keep a little bit of breathing space here. Threaded through the gap there from Ilaria Piacenza. Just found a hitting channel through the UCD defence. As Calypso edge back into this 4th set. Great swing from Frizzell, but well blocked again from Calypso.
So again, when you're putting tactics together, it's as the block players to try to form, you know, a space to create a channel down into this lever in 5 on the line. Such a fast arm. Great swing.
Oh, it's tight, watch out. Finish it.
Nice.
Big booming hit there from Briggs. It was just sat up nicely and killing the ball with power and pace. And Julio Rico calls his first time out of the match here in the 4th set. UCD 4 points up.
As a coach now, it's trying to reassure the players that, you know, you guys are good enough. You've won 2 sets already. You are great players. Go back out there and push.
Like, are you almost saying at this stage, look, reset now? Look, just start the game again.
This is true. A lot of coaches will use the terminology of resetting. It's a very from a psychological mental point. But I find when you say reset, it's like clean from now, but actually you need to go back and take the energy away from UCD. You need to push them first and then you can reset. I kind of call it's like jump starting a car. It has to get moving before you can go.
Big swing from Frizzell, gets through the block, but well defended again from Calypso, cutting off the angles. Frizzell can go again. Referee Dave Dalton calling a lift against Sathairn. Regina helping. And the timeout works well for Rico. Great save from Ejik, the pancake, keeping the ball alive as the DJs thought the ball landed on the floor. It's play on here.
I don't think the players will take a notice.
No, they're in the zone, that's for sure. Both teams going at it. And Calypso get over the line.
That's such a hard one for Regina coming in as a setter from the back row. You know, I can't really play it over and jump. Is it going to go into the net? Is it not?
Nice work from UCD's number 9, Lauren Clark. One of the star performers in this UCD team this afternoon, but also the last few years. A couple of All-Stars to her name. Originally from the States, and I know normally she'll have family watching these live streams back home. So there we go, nice finish from Fiona Lamont, and UCD get to Graham's second milestone in this game, leading 16 points to 13. What did you say before? It's
a game to 20 and a sprint to 5.
A race to 20 and a sprint to 5.
I can be really harsh on my players and say, even if it's 19-19, if it finishes 25-19, you never had a chance.
So one of Santry Calypso's star performers and ace servers, Julia Vijani, on now 11 straight aces she had in last year's Association Shield final against DVC Lions down in Kilkenny, and almost single-handedly won that 3-2 game for Calypso. Hasn't quite had it her own way in this final, with UCD coming back strong in the last set and a half.
So this is definitely one of the changes in sport. You know, tennis, you can kind of go around the post if you need to. In volleyball, it must go through these red and white antennas. If it touches them, it's all swipe, because these are positioned perfectly by us today on the outside of the line.
Oh, excellent serve from Jamie. Pinpoint accuracy.
So great timeout by Patricia Summers, just to calm it. I think as a coach, it's very nice to take the timeout with your team still in the lead, but obviously you got to give them the chance to try and get that second bite at the cherry. If you don't get the first side out, sometimes as players it can be a little almost demotivating that the coach always takes a timeout, always makes a change. You're like, coach, just let me play, let me do it. Now we really get to see what the mental fortitude of the Calypso team are. After being rattled at the start of this set, after losing the last one, can they find that extra gear and get that sprint to 5?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, you wouldn't say Calypso play particularly well in this set at all.
No.
And it's 16-16.
He said they've been happy to trade points, trade blows. Oh, that is delightful.
Yeah, great work there from Music. And Trish Summers' timeout working wonders. Great hit from Carly Donaghy, just getting through the block there.
I would say a big part of a coach's job is helping navigate the players through the kind of rhythms and directions of the game. You've seen it from UCD. They kind of lost their way on the detour. Patricia Summers just updates it like a sat-nav, saying, please make a detour at the next one and let's get back on the motorway and let's go.
Good swing from Frizzell. Again, it seemed like the start of the match, Frizzell was swinging hard at everything, and then maybe slight tactical change, maybe going for more placement, trying to find the gaps, move the Calypso defence around a little bit. But that time, everything at it.
This is something we had an absolute legend over in the summer. Manu Bernelli, as an amazing setting coach from Italy, multiple championship winner. and she had a wonderful speech that said, there is no tactics without choice. You see it a lot of times in volleyball, players having to run a long distance if the passes aren't great. In that moment, there isn't really any choice. You're just doing what you can. And you can kind of just see that UCD having a little more choice as the game has went on, Calypso a little less. Unfortunate from Regina. Jumped a little bit too early, had no extra energy to push the ball, and then you're just having to do what you can to touch it with your fingers. Really difficult to keep that ball clean.
Big swing again from Frizzell.
You can see in the whole approach.
Good block as well there. Oh, off the top of the net from Vajani.
Great reactions though. This is going to be a big one.
Oh, great save from Dinahan.
Wow, what a line shot. And you can see, you know, that really means if UCD win that point, they go to 20, and then the race is on to 5. Now we go to 19-19.
Yeah, Piacenza seemed to really disguise it. It looked by all intents and purposes she was going to go diagonal across the court.
It was really nice. You just kind of get that more on index finger, thumb contact, slice it.
Frizzell swinging hard again. And paying off as the ball clips the antenna from Piacenza. And UCD win your race, Graham.
I will have to say that Emily, for me, has grew into the game more and more. You really see, maybe she just needs that, you know, extra push and challenge. It's really there, and she really steps up to it now.
Yeah, it's great to see Emily and Regina performing so well. They have the national team duty in 3 weeks as they'll go to the Small Countries Association Championships in San Marino. Same weekend as our men's national team away in Liechtenstein. The same competition. If you're watching and you want to support Team Ireland, please, please, please feel free. All support is welcome. You can pop onto GoFundMe.com, search Irish Volleyball. Both teams have fundraising campaigns up at the moment, and every €5-10 is greatly appreciated to help the teams with those travel costs. The game is all square here, 20 points apiece in the fourth set as this Association Cup final, as Lauren Clark once more wins the point for UCD and is getting bigger and bigger and stronger as this game goes on.
I have to say, when it really comes down to now, every point matters so much. I am surprised that the strength of the UCD middle, that the Calypso coach and players haven't been really tracking that ball. Really smart play. Just throws it long, gets that little deflection off the UCD blocker. Absolute nightmare for defenders to react to this in such a short space.
Well, we've seen lots of power and athleticism from Verdana Rossal, but now we're seeing a little bit of cuteness as well, a little bit of smart play. And then again, I suppose, maybe next time UCD are on the front foot rather than waiting for that power attack. Yeah. Serves goes a little bit long from Churchman. The sprint is on. UCD 22, Santry Calypso 21. Good serve from Clark.
Wonderful offense, wonderful. So you really see what we were talking about there about having choice. They control that ball perfectly. Regina's right at the net. Two of them running the combination behind, draw all the attention, leaving number 5 one-on-one on the outside and the advantage.
Block from Fiona Lamont, and UCD now have a set point here in the fourth and an opportunity to take this Association Cup final to a 5th and final set. Julio Rico calls his second time out with this set, his second time in the match. Not a surprise, Graham?
No. I think, you know, it's hard to really talk about with 1 point, you know. in the coach's mind, you'll be trying to encourage them. What you'll be saying is trying to encourage them. In your own mind, you'll start preparing your mind for the next set already, because unfortunately you have to be prepared for everything.
So two different sets of energy in both camps here. UCD all smiles and high shoulders, and Santry Calypso trying to figure out what we're going to do here.
I think it's a really good stylistic matchup at the minute. UCD's number 9 has been one of the best servers. Their setter's still in the back row, giving them 3 options on the net. Let's see where Calypso go.
There we go, UCD take this 4th set, 25 points to 21. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a 5-set tiebreak and a decider for this Association Cup. Just a reminder, in the 5th set in volleyball, it's not first to 25 anymore, it's first to 15 points. And we swap ends, Graham, after
8.
So the captains will now toss the coin. Are you winning the coin toss here for serve or for choice of ends?
Usually you get the choice to pick what is it you want, if you want to serve or sides.
It looks like UCD have won the toss. I'm very excited there by calling it the right way.
It is one of those interesting ones, you know. The game is different at different levels, surprisingly so. You kind of think about it at football. At lower leagues, you just go that route one ball and knock it down. When you get to the Premier League, it's very much about, you know, the possession and the control and the tiki-taka. In volleyball, at lower levels, you will generally prefer to serve. At higher levels, you prefer to receive. They talk about as a side out, if you haven't come across that vernacular, is when you receive the ball and attack and win from a receiving position. At higher levels, your side out rate is generally higher than what your serving breaking rate would be. So it'll be interesting to really know who won and who picked what.
Well, Emily Frizzell definitely and absolutely won the toss, because I seen the double fist clench celebration as if they just won the match.
It would actually make things interesting if we actually won a bonus point by winning the toss.
Yeah. We just have 2 of Graham's under-20 team walking past us here, Jess Darling and Nima Byrne. They'll be playing in this arena in a few months' time.
They will. At the moment, they're being fantastic student athletes, concentrating on their revision and their leaving cert. But as I said, they've been absolutely fantastic managing their time. I think it's really important that youth players and development players get support on and off the court to make sure that, you know, they enjoy their volleyball and not feel stressed out by it.
Well, yeah, it's a very stressful time for young players. You know, it's stressful being an athlete, exposed to scrutiny, you know, 300, 400, 500 people coming to watch you. Games being broadcast around the world, and then you have exams on top of that. So absolutely, you can understand. I can understand that for sure. It's the UCD team having a little bit of a boogie now. It's Santry Calypso that were dancing after 2 sets to 0. That's changed in the last hour or so. And now UCD are the team that are coming into this 5th and final set with the momentum and the energy. As we look to our warm-up courts, Santry Sparks and BBC Lions are starting their preparation on court 2.
It is wonderful that we've seen, you know, the likes of Cork fielding 2 teams in this finals, Docky Devils fielding 2 teams, Santry fielding 2 teams. It's really a testament to, you know, clubs getting organised, putting in good structure, having great coaches.
And giving pathways for young people to progress in the sport. Oh, stay at participation level as well, you know. So we get this 5th set underway. Regina Halpin with a strong serve to Fajani. Emily Frizzell at the net.
Says no.
Emily says no in UCD. Keep that momentum. 1-0 up. First to 15 here. It's a first to 15 shootout for the Association Cup.
Obviously, my milestones change for the 5th set. No point in waiting to 8. Takes too long. Try to break it down into 5, 10, and 15. And you have that little, you know, extra break when you change sides when one team gets to 8 points.
A little bit messy at the net here from both teams. Briggs has a chance. Well blocked. Frizzell keeps it alive. Long clack down the middle. Good paw from Babato.
Coming back with the power. Great find. And with the left hand again. Takes a lot of coordination to be able to swing with that weak arm.
Great defense from Halpin. Great swing from Lauren Clark.
This is one of those things that's so hard for the defense to read because he's running towards our near side here, cuts the ball back across her in the other direction.
I have to say, Graham, I tell you whose job I don't want. The person who has to decide the MVP in this game.
Just looking through the statistics that we have here from our stats bench. It's been a pretty close game so far.
Like, how much of that depends on who wins the game as well? You know, could statistically the best player be on the losing team? Kind of like, well, maybe the second best player got their team across the line, and
yes, there can be individual standout performances. What we would usually try to argue the point is there's a difference between the most influential player and the most valuable player. Because you can be very influential and still lose.
And do you apply any more weighting? As Lauren Clark goes again down the middle, do you apply any more weighting on kind of the business end of the game? You know, someone performs well in the 4th and 5th set. Is that more important to you than how they do in the 1st set?
I think it's incredibly hard. We talk about statistics that everything reverts back to the mean, to the average, and you take that out across the game. But obviously, your dynamic, your leadership, your confidence, your ability, all of this comes to the precipice towards the end of the sets. Within your squad players or your youth players, it's harder for them to step up in these big moments, and you really see that in the dynamic of these teams. Which players you see from their body language is that they really want the ball right now.
I think Ilaria Piacenza, number 5 for Santry Calypso, has been one of those started the game so well, finishing the game so strong with another ace there.
So it is, sometimes you get aesthetically pulled in on players, like we've seen Juliana at the start of the game playing really well. We've seen Rosal playing really well, and this big jump, big hits. But actually, so far off the stats, Pienza is leading.
Ilaria Piacenza, yeah. Very business-like, efficient player.
Yeah.
Santry Calypso have lots of options here, and Rosal doesn't miss going down the line. And they open up a 2-point lead. every point absolutely integral now at this stage of the game. Remember, first to 15, not 25 in the fifth and final decider.
So it's a little wide. Wow. Rosal is getting ready for the beach season. And you know, even for setters, to have an attacker with the ability to just contort, take off one leg, still get the ball over the net, kind of look at you and go, don't worry, you give me any ball, I'll go and win it.
Just thinking now, looking at the Santry Sparks team warming up, kind of one eye on their stretching wall routine and the other eye on the big screen. It must be quite distracting for them when their kind of club mates are playing next door in a tie-break game.
Yeah, I'm sure they would love to be here over in support, but they have their own job to do now. I'm sure whichever way this final ends, the Calypso girls will definitely be over supporting their Sparks teammates.
Great serve from Piacenza, but Darren Coonahan does excellently to keep the ball alive and give E6 a chance. Great save there from Paula Rosas with the pancake on the floor. But Emily Frizzell down the middle has a chance. And it's too strong for Rosas and Rosso.
So it's one of these things about attackers having to just make decisions the entire time. And although we would like to get the ball perfectly in our approach direction, it doesn't always happen. You have to use your wrist, use your arm. But that one from Emily is just right in front of her. Just let her really swing at it. And again, it's just what she's so good at, Rosal. Just upturning the blockers, taking her approach direction away, and she just opens up where the court's free.
So as mentioned earlier, the team swap ends when one of them reaches 8. In this case, it is Santry Calypso with all the scoreboard. Might need flipping around. So Calypso middle on a Churchman's going to get us back underway here.
Okay.
Santry Calypso leading 8 points to 5. Just a slight delay as we get the big screen corrected.
Out of system pass. Can they get a good swing off? Puts the heat on it, but not the precision.
In the net from Churchman, I think UCD needed that.
Yeah, that's really, really tough. As I was explaining earlier, your side-out rate when you receive the serve is generally higher, meaning, you know, the first serve is important, but the second one that allows you to pull away from your opponent is so vital. It's a great solution on a cover. Can they put a bit of pressure with this free ball? Made it easy. What they're going to get back?
Oh, well up there from Lamont and Halpin. Frizzell's a chance down the middle, strong.
Great approach. And the direction change.
Yeah, overpass there from the libero Babato, and Fiona Lamont had that on an absolute plate.
I have to say, Fions has had 5 blocks so far tonight. It's just been all over that net and dominating net here with the attack kill. So this is the little thing as a team, just... Just landed a little awkwardly there after that one. They say the adrenaline's kicking in now.
Lever Olachiba Barstow just querying something with the first referee, I'm not sure what.
Wow. Wow. Must be a daunting task as a blocker, just to stand in front of her. I'm sure it hurts a little bit. Good upswing.
Nice swing, yeah, from Izzy.
So this is, especially if the set brings you off the court like that, if you try to kill it into the ground, the blocker more than likely going to get you. Just to be able to go up, in, recycle it off. Wonderful tactical approach to the game there. So Santry's chance to get into this closing part of the game again.
Wow. But Frizzell has a chance now, which Calypso defend well. Great block again from Lamont.
I think the UCD ones have kind of figured out to take
nice
Juliana. They tried to take Juliana on the line with a block and leave the defense in the cross, and they've managed it really well in this later stages of the game.
So UCD have squared up this game 10 points apiece. We're 9-5 down at one stage. Momentum absolutely with them. Lovely serve from Izik again. Got a good hit from Carly Donaghy, the number 7. And Calypso edge back in front.
So it can be possible to rescue the ball from the net, although it has to be within this antenna area. Anything outside of that is counted as an out-of-bounds ball.
Oh, great block from Lamont and Halpin. I'm not sure which one it was, Lamont perhaps.
I think it might have been Halpin. But
This is the thing, it looked like Lamont from here, but Halpin's reaction, she's definitely claiming it.
I just know as an undersized setter myself, I'm definitely claiming that one.
There, Werner Peace, Fiona Lamont on to serve for UCD.
Let's just hope the stats people put it down for Regina, or she'll be raging. Gotta go again, make it simple, get a good swing.
Well positioned. Attack from Frizzell. He's got a free ball chance now for UCD. Will somebody get there?
Wow. So this is the part where I kind of said about fighting for control. Sometimes you just have to give the ball over, but can you put it somewhere to stress the opposition rather than just straight to them? And it's not just at this one point. That point hurts.
That's a big point in the context of this Association Cup and in the context of the Women's Volleyball Island season here. As Donaghy goes too long, and it's 12 apiece. So look, that point hurt, but it didn't hurt too much, Graham.
You know, sometimes you get that little bit too much energy that you're so happy with yourself, you just can't, you put too much into the serve then. Big breath from Regina. And go.
Just over the line, just out from Chutchman. Lots and lots of space there to place it.
She thought she had a great idea. It was just a little bit too much.
And Julio Rico calls a timeout. And I'm not surprised that Regina Halpin's probably been UCD's strongest server, I would say, throughout the game. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game we have here. 5 sets, 13-12 in the decider. UCD 2 points away from what probably people say is a bit of maybe not quite an upset, but certainly Santry Calypso, 14 from 14 in the Premier Division, would have been big favourites coming into this game, which is absolutely testament to the way UCD have fought and battled and changed their tactical plans. So hats off to Trish Summers, head coach, to defend this Calypso, strong Calypso attack, which has options all over the court. Fair play to both sets of teams for giving us a showcase in the showpiece final. Regina Halpin, strong serve again. Piacenza, arguably Calypso's best player, hits well, and Chutchman finishes it. And which way is this game going to go? 13-13. This is a massive point, Graham. Who's going to get first go at that match point here?
As you said, it's the arguments of the game. You would put the hope on the UCD ones getting the first attack, being in their advantage. But you got to control it first before you get that attack.
Emily Frizzell has that attack well blocked at the net. UCD having a scramble with Leo.
Bite at the cherry. Oh, she pulled that out of nowhere.
Is it going down? It's still alive. It's down now. And UCD are the team that have that first crack at a match point, and it's going to be Island captain Emily Frizzell to serve them with a chance.
Oh, we might have an injury, I think.
A chance at Association Cup glory. The pitch was a little bit shut there, but she's okay. Here we go. Emily Frizzell for UCD. Serves. It's a good serve. Bavaro keeps it up.
Oh, what a
Rossell
set.
hit.
What a
great set, and what a great hit from Veriana Rossell. The Mexican who has been on fire in this game has kept Santry Calypso.
I have to say, the UCD
Cup
libero for me was in the perfect position. She's been in that for Juliana and for Piacenza the whole day. But Rosa just jumps that little bit higher, can get that ball in the ground that little bit closer to the net.
Briggs keeps it alive. Frizzell, well-placed swing, but Barbaro keeps it up. And Calypso got a good chance here as Rossell is well covered by Clark. Briggs has another chance. Again, well blocked by the Calypso defense. Fiani, vicious attack. Coonahan keeps it alive, but it's a free ball chance now for Calypso as the ball goes deep into the back row.
You really see how this point means something now. The energy of all the players on the court are really heightened. Wow, big swing.
What a point from Santry, well, from both teams, but what a hit there from Gianni to give her team, Santry Calypso, their first crack at match point here.
Said for sure there'll be nerves on the service line. It's just about taking a deep breath, trust your training.
Well, that's it. I'm looking down at the UCD pep talk there, and not sure a lot of content, but more of a focus on let's breathe, let's take our time. Match point, Ilaria Piacenza on Graham's shortlist for MVP. She has a chance to give Santry Calypso the league and cup double. Kutchman hits, Regina stops, but it's a free ball opportunity now for Calypso. Where's it going? It's going to Russell, it's off the block, it's out! And Viadala Russell has won the Association Cup for Santry Calypso. An absolute thriller of a cup final here at the Spórt Island Indoor Arena. Santry Calypso winning 3 sets to 2, 25-14, 25-20, 21-25, 21-25. And a thrilling 5th set, an exhausting, a dramatic 5th set, 16 points to 14. What a showcase for volleyball. What a match.
I think, you know, unbelievable. My MVP of the game has to be the number 99 from Calypso, Rosal, who just, you know, performed at the start of the game, dropped off in the middle, came back really good at the end, and, you know, the emotions of winning that last point. Love it.
Yeah, the big moment, the big last point. A fantastic match, and look, UCD have given it the role coming to this game as underdogs. They were 2 set down. I think just to show that comeback, that passion, but that tactical acumen as well. Yeah. Hats off to all of them for their spirit, for their determination, to their coach. I'm sure it'll be an emotional evening. I'm sure there'll be some emotions now, but I have to say, you know, I hope Trish Summers there is incredibly proud of her team, because they put one hell of a fight there, and very, very close to becoming the Association Cup champions. But alas, it's Santry Calypso, the Premier League winners, and now the Association Cup champions for the 2023-24 season. Thank you all for watching this stream here from the Spórt Island Indoor Arena. If you want to come to watch games tomorrow, tickets are on sale on volleyballisland.com. We have the Men's Association Cup final, Men's Shield, and the boys under 16 league finals as well. So that's all from us. Thank you again for viewing, and we will see you next time. We will absolutely see you in August for the Women's European Championships here. We'll see you then. Graham, thank you very much.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you for tuning in, guys.
I can leave now. I might, but I need a break now. I need to leave it. Okay, so I can just go now. I can just do whatever. Yeah. Okay, thank you.